Hello and welcome to the next orienteering race recording. This time it is a short course. I decided to run in category H35 because I wanted to run a little bit longer distance, and I was afraid that I will not fit in age 21 in the elite category, so I opted for this veteran category age 35. I was but I raced in this area last year, so I was sort of familiar with this map. And of course it didn't change much, so that was in my favor, let's say. But still it was physically demanding because there are lots of these small hills, but it's still up and down, and some of them are, quite tall, so it wasn't easy from the physical point. And here to the first control, I took the bearing, ran around the first hill, and then I was heading to this big one. Here for me the anchor point was this small green patch on my left, this small non-runnable forest probably, and from there again I sort of took bearing to this group of stones, and here the control was visible. Also the good and easy orientation point was that it was sort of an edge of the hill, kind of a ridge maybe. So that helped me a lot. To the second control, I didn't really want to go straight. I wanted to go more along the contours here, but as you can see, I'm running pretty straight or straightish to the control. I'm not sure if this was just a good luck or what was it, but now the difficulty here was to distinguish these stones. Here I was looking for the biggest one, and this was it. So a little bit of hesitation and reading the map here, but it wasn't that easy for me to clearly see the stone at first, and decide. The control number 3, that first part, let's say, here was just go around this fence, and at first I thought that I will somehow cross it, but the fence was big, so I had to go down and around it, and from there I took a bearing, and I tried to run as straight as possible across the valley where is the a path, maybe a vehicle road, and there it was I wouldn't say tricky, but you can see that there are a lot of stone fields, a lot of stones and bigger stones and smaller stones. So the only orientation point for me were those significant trees on top of it. And as you can see maybe from the map, there is this small saddle between like these two hilltops, sort of hilltops. So I basically went in that direction. I went through that saddle to the significant trees, and from there I was trying to locate the big stone there, and yes, I was quite successful in locating the third control. So now you can basically skip it to up to there if you want, but it won't take long. I will be there shortly. So again, locating this group of stones or this stone was sort of tricky. I wasn't 100% sure, and I wasn't really checking my descriptions, so I didn't know on which side of the stone the control will be. That's why I went to the top of it, which seems funny now to me. Control 4, that was again for me a little bit difficult in reading the map, and because there are a lot of these stone features, cliffs, etc. I knew that I have to go this direction, that the control is somewhere there, but to really pinpoint the location of the control was sort of difficult for me. Here at this point I should have gone more down, basically below this big stone, and there I think there is my control, and that was the mistake, you know. Here I basically used this guy as you know, like he helped me to locate the control, but I remember that I was sort of expecting it here. It's just I didn't properly read the map, I think. And to control number 5, I basically decided to go around this hill and then follow the contours as precisely as I could and get to control number 5. Maybe this was not the best approach because it made me go around, and basically the path or this decision made my way a little bit longer. I just didn't want to climb up the stones again, to be honest, so that was the main reason. I wanted to keep basically on the same level, the same contour. I still have some sort of issues with my lower legs muscles, so maybe that's the reason why I did that. Here again I'm a little bit struggling with you know, like locating where am I in all these stones, but at that point where I stopped, it was like okay, here I passed the point where is the saddle, so I need to go a little bit further. And here I you know, started looking for the control, so I'm going very slowly here. Now I realize that maybe the control will be a little bit further, because so far I haven't seen her. But again, I'm not really confident, as you can see, so that's why I'm so slow. But it paid off. I found the control like without big search, you know. I was slow, that's for sure, but I didn't miss the control. Control number 6 was a little bit easier. So at first I just took the bearing and I was trying to go straight to control number 6, but I think I wasn't super precise. As you can see, here is some sort of a narrow ride, but it's missing in the map. So that was maybe confusing. And now I'm trying to, you know, I'm looking at the hill and I'm trying to like decide where is that hilltop, where is the hilltop on which the stone is, you know. So here again, there are a lot of stones. Some of them I would expect in the map. Yeah, that's the small stone field there. And now I remember that I was like, okay, so where is that stone? It should be somewhere near. I looked further to the right and I was like, that's too far. It must be somewhere around me. Now I think I was fairly confident that it's this stone in front of me, and I think I was just tired. I wasn't able to run because the hill was quite steep. But as you can see, I found the control without issues. Control number 7, again, here my strategy was basically get to that, you can see that there is a small clearing near the control 7 in front of it, so I was trying to get there. Here I'm just running on some small path and along this first clearing. Now in the distance I can see the second clearing. That's where I was aiming, and from there I wanted to, you know, get to the end of that clearing, to the first stones, and then locate the stone. But again, it was sort of difficult for me to really, you know, pinpoint exactly which stone is which in this area. So here I did a little mistake. Here I'm trying to figure out where exactly the clearing ends, and where am I? So that's why I'm here going slowly and sort of hesitating. Now this is the stone, I think, that I just passed, and but I probably expected it somewhat here, or maybe even that big one. And now when I look back, I realize that it must be behind me. So yeah, I mean, I was estimating the distance according to the clearing, and I realized I'm a little bit further away than I'm supposed to see the control. So that's why I looked back and saw it. So maybe 10-15 seconds lost on this control, I mean with the search. And then control number 8, again sort of tricky for me, but I think I was lucky because this lady in front of me was going to the same control, so then I was able to locate it easily. Control number 9, that was a longer leg, let's say, and I remembered this area from the last year because I got lost here. So here I decided to go around this first non-runnable forest small, and then just follow this sort of a line of these you know, forest, non-runnable forest, clearing, non-runnable forest, so, and go around them. I wasn't going straight through them. Even running through this was not easy because it was still like kind of a dense forest, so semi-runnable forest here. And then obviously at the edge, after the last non-runnable forest, I took a bearing and went to control number 9. It took me a while, but I got to this path, and then basically I was following the path, and I would say going around the hilltop and then to control number 9. So I suggest you speed it up a little bit here, or maybe skip almost to control number 9. But when I will be at the hilltop, I will try to maybe comment a little bit more on that. So here basically I try to go around the hilltop with the clearing, and then try to follow the direction according to my bearing that I took around here. And also this guy was going that similar direction, so I sort of followed him as well, but I was getting tired, I think, at this point, so I wasn't really able to run super fast. But as you can see here, it was like easy. He was going there, and I thought, okay, there must be this control, I will check it out. Control number 10, I think it was the same control as this young guy was going to, so I thought I will just follow him, and that strategy worked out well. If you want, you can now skip it to control 10, because I wasn't really navigating that much. But for example, this feature on my left that I just passed, that was very nicely visible on the map, and then I saw the guy leaving the control, so I went there to check it out, and it was mine as well as his. And again, he was going the same direction as I had my control 11, so I thought, okay, I will sort of follow him. It made sense, but then it turned out that he was actually heading to slightly different control, and I had to readjust and continue to my control 11 on my own, which wasn't difficult. It just sort of slowed me down a couple seconds. So yeah, maybe 10, maybe 15 seconds of loss here, where I was checking control which was not mine, and obviously my control was on this hilltop. I knew it. I just wanted to be sure that I'm not missing anything. It's I don't know, probably some sort of common mistake of a newcomer. I still feel like a newcomer sometimes. Yeah, control number 12, I didn't do a good route choice here. I went straight, or I tried to go straight, similar way as these guys are going. I thought maybe they are going to the same control, and I think the guy in this white, red and blue shirt or dress, he's actually going to my control 12 as well, but this was going straight was like a bit more navigational challenging. I saw another guy going more to the right around all these non-runnable forests, and then there is a small narrow ride which basically leads or ends in between control 12 and 13, and that's where he located from where he located control 12 more easily. You know, like here still this is not as bad, but I got a little bit lost in that non-runnable forest in front of control 12, and I think that was the biggest mistake here on this leg. Yeah, so at the end I found the control. It wasn't that straight, but okay, I admit I didn't it, to me it didn't feel that I got lost there. I sort of was able still to pinpoint kind of my location. It wasn't like super bad. Control number 13 was very easy, just basically straight and around the corner, and then the control was right here. So this one was easy. I'm just probably lazy. I don't know why I'm so slow here. Control number 14. I don't know what to say to control number 14. It's I went straightish. Again, I remembered this area from last year. It was again a little bit difficult for me to run, and my intention was to go and get to that white forest and then across the sort of a hill, small hill, and through that like young forest, still sort of runnable. The biggest hurdle here for me was to cross this stream, let's say. I didn't want to get wet, so I was looking for some spot where I can simply jump over, and I think that slowed me down the most here. And then when I crossed this part and I got below the bigger hill where the control 14 was located, I was aiming for that small clearing there, and I wanted to get along that clearing to the top, and I think I was quite successful in that. So I got below the control 14 quite easily, and then when I climbed to the top of the hill, it was okay to find the control. But yeah, here I think it was not necessary to go straight. Again, I saw live logs from some other people who were faster than me. They basically went around all this sort of non-runnable forest. They didn't have to climb this small hill, and they could probably run much faster through the open forest. Even though here the forest was kind of runnable, but I had to climb up here, you know. So when you are running into the hill or uphill, it's not really easy, right? Now if you want, you can sort of skip it to control 14. Here again on the top I was, you know, going slowly, trying to estimate which stone is which, because that's always a tough one for me. Control 15, I think that was sort of easy, because the control was behind a stone, but behind a really big, like a rock, and then behind this rock is the stone, right? So I was aiming to go like straight according to my bearing, but then I was looking for something really big, which you can, and that's the stone or the rock in front of me now. So I was going there, and also other people were going there, so that made it easy, right? You can already see people leaving the control, so it was obvious that the control must be there. And then similar situation to control number 16. Again, all these ladies were going there, so I was just following them, and then you know, I was thinking either they have the same control as I do, or I will just find the control, because again, the control is behind some stone, but it's on this, you know, like a hilltop, like a ridge. So I knew that I will just follow this, you know, like contour, and that I should find the control somewhat around there. Control 17. Here I decided to go and follow this guy basically to the left now. Like I should just went straight. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Yeah, they have probably some other control, and I knew that I was like hesitating to just blindly follow them, which is good. And here again, I had the same control last year. Number 17 was exactly the same control. It was not my last control or pre-last control, but it was there, so I remember it, and I'm basically running the same way I did last year, so this was easy. I was also considering going around this stone field, along this, you know, like a path, but for some reason I didn't do that. I don't know. This seemed a little bit more secure, and I was like, okay, if I go around, then I have to climb up. Here I will be already on the contour with the control, so I will get there probably around similar time as the other people. If I lose something, it will be in a matter of seconds, you know, so I wasn't really like, this was not a race for me where I would chase seconds or, you know, fighting for some good position. I'm not running my category, so for me it was like a, you know, a nice run in a beautiful forest with a lot of stones that look cool, and I enjoyed it. I really did. So now yeah, the last control was I decided to go, yeah, around this small non-runnable forest and then straight. A lot of people were going that direction. here the control was in this swampy or marshy area, so I got a little bit wet at the end, and I was like, I don't mind it, it's already the end, and I enjoyed the run. So I hope you enjoyed my narration as well, and I'm still preparing the Prague Easter races, and they will be probably next. See you and bye.
Ciao.